Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Live from the Works. Who have we got in the chat room? Ace of Riddles is here, hello, and Vicky is here and says, just me this time as Karen's away working. Well, good to have you, Vicky. How are we all doing? I hope you're all well. I'll start by addressing the elephant in the room. There's not normally boxes of books and DVDs here. It's, yeah, it's a bit of a... Most of those DVDs are Victoria's. Yeah, so... You might remember when we spoke last time, I said there wasn't going to be a stream last week because I was having a builder in to do some work. Well, the builder never turned up and has stopped answering my phone calls. So, all my books are still down here where I put them on Friday that week. Yeah, it's not great. So yeah, that's going on. Building work's still not been done. And what else is going on? Jacob, we think, has had COVID, and has given it to my mum and now my dad. And I think I've got it now too. We think Victoria might have had it, but yeah, it's not great. I'm feeling rubbish just now. And to cap it all off, just before I came on air, one of my webcams packed in. Now, fortunately, I've got a spare one, so yeah, I can make it work. But I'm gonna have to buy a new Razer webcam because I want the ones with the lights. This one doesn't come with a light, so yeah. It has not been a good couple of weeks, but apart from that, I'm doing okay. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. Excuse me. Oh dear. I'm just going to sit here and chug Lucasade, and I've just popped a couple of paracetamol. So hopefully that will get me through the next hour or so. What are we doing tonight? Well, this is probably going to be very dull for those of you who've been following me for a while, but basically we're going to... hang on, sorry, I'm just replying to a text message. Excuse me. There we are. Sorry. Those of you who follow me on this channel and watch Live from the Works for a while, probably going to recognise everything I'm going to show you tonight because it's all been on stream at one time or another. The words, Matthew. Come on, make the brain activity do the thing. Yeah, do the thinking. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. So basically, while I was moving all my stuff down here, I had to move my battery from my electric bike down here. And these things are insanely dangerous, as it turns out. These catch fire at the drop of a hat, it turns out. I'm exaggerating for comedic effect. I should clarify. Lithium-ion batteries are, on the whole, pretty safe, but when they catch fire, they really catch fire. No reason to think that's going to catch fire. It's not bubbling or anything. It's fine. I only use the official charger for it. If there was any problem with it, I would throw it out and buy a new one. So yeah, no reason to think it's a fire risk. But I saw a video off the news of a bike shop where a battery went up and just engulfed the till area in a fireball. And I thought to myself, oh shit, I have quite a lot of flammable stuff downstairs. So I've got massively paranoid. And it occurred to me that I haven't really made an inventory of all my stuff down here. So if I had to do an insurance claim, I wouldn't have a clue what to put on the form. So, as a framing device for content, this is very good, isn't it? But basically, I've got myself an app called Housebook, and it's brilliant because it lets you log stuff as in an inventory. There you go. I've already done some. Here's some I did earlier of my model trains. There we go. Basically a photo of each one, and so on and so forth, and then details of and if you open up this one, for example, you look under there. I've looked up the brand and price, so I can list this all on forms and stuff if I ever need to. So that's sort of my plan for this evening. I'm going to carry on doing that and show off some of my models in the process. So yeah, that's the plan. I have no further comment. Hope the doc can sort it out soon. Oh, sorry, doing a bit better. I finally got seen by the doctor for my stomach issues. They're going to do some tests in a couple of weeks after I've taken a couple of weeks worth of medication. Well, good that you're getting help. So thumbs up for that. Sorry that you're still feeling rubbish. That's no good. But yeah, hopefully doctor can sort it out for you. And if medical doctors don't work, you could always phone a Time Lord. Karen is here. Greetings from sunny Belvedere, Kent. Kentucky Fried Lorry on the M25 meant to cover 4 hours to get here from Reading. Quicker by Tortoise. Should have got on the Elizabeth line. Would have got you there quicker. Or Dalek Mobility Scooter. Yeah, probably quicker. Take the Elizabeth line. Super quick. Direct through central London when it's working properly. Did anyone watch my talk on Saturday? Because the Elizabeth line came up. I've been invited to give it somewhere else, which is amazing. There's a railway society in Welwyn Garden City who one of the people at the talk is also a member of. And he's put me forward to their events person and suggested I might be good to do a talk. So I've been offered 2 dates, one October the 26th and one December the 29th. Next year. These guys plan ahead. So yeah, I've got a little over a year to rejig the talk for a slightly different audience. I'll probably keep all the Neen Valley examples in it, to be honest, because I can just rework some of the humour a bit and still make it work. And yeah, I think it'll be good. But I'll probably change some of the guest the stations to be a bit more relevant to the audience. But yeah, that was my thinking, Lincoln. And yeah, so that was exciting. But the talk went so well. I was freaking out the day before because it was I did a run through of it with Victoria, and I saw how long it had taken. I thought, oh dear God, this is really short, and I've put a break in the middle. This is not good. So I was quite grateful that a few people stuck their hand up and asked questions in the middle. So yeah, that was good. Yeah, no, it went down really well. I think people really enjoyed it. Lots of nice comments. Yeah, no, it went really well. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. It sounds like you did. Works finding practicalities prevent use of the Lizzie line. That sounds like a skill issue. I'm kidding. No, fair enough. Understandable. Yeah. Okay. Have you been negotiating the dreaded M25? Yes, you are. You have. I've just clocked that on your map. I've lost the failure bell. How has that happened? Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's drop behind the screwdrivers. There we are. There it is. Hello, failure bell. That one is for not reading the chat room correctly, and this one is for losing you. Cool. Oh, dear God. Honestly. Right, just check my messages. Nope, nothing of note there. Awesome. Yeah, life. Shall we look at some trains? I think we should. I also need to get a couple of extra pieces of track because it occurs to me that all of my photos on the app feature the train on some track. So consistency is everything. Let's see here. Oh dear, hold on. I'm going to have to negotiate between some boxes here. 1 second. Come on. There we go. That's it. Okay. Too hot to do it. Boom! Sorted. Right. Drop that on there. Right. And we'll yeah. We'll get each one out. We'll have give it a little run up and down the track so you can see it in action. Take a photo, log the details, move on. That is the plan. Cool. Everyone with me so far? Nice. Okay. Right. Open up browser tab because I need to look stuff up. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, let me just remind myself what I've done and haven't done. I think I've done the first 2 drawers, bar 1. So I need to grab that. 1 second. Dum-di-di-dum. Here we are, double O gauge, locomotive. So I'm going to create a new category actually called packs. Because things like the Titfield pack need their own category because the rolling stock is all part and parcel of it. So yeah, that needs its own one. And we'll do carriages as well. Coaches and container wagons and MISC. That's going to be for like road vehicles and stuff. Right. Cool. So I've done Tornado, done City of Peterborough, done Royal Scot, done Tornado in Blue, done Flying Scotsman, done the other Flying Scotsman, done Sir Nigel Gresley, done Bitten, Battle of Britain, Black 5, Britannia, Evening Star, Duchess. Yeah, I think it's just Coronation, but let me flick over to the close-up camera and we'll work this out. So, done you, done you, done you, done you, done you, done you, done you two, and done you. Okay, that draw's fine. Done this one, done Royal Scot, done Britannia. Have I done this one? I may not have done that one. Okay, we'll take you out the drawer just in case. But the others I definitely have. Okay. Right then. So, first up on our little whistle-stop tour is this beauty. This is Viscount Ridley. I'm not entirely sure of this model's pedigree, so I'm going to have to look it up online because I cannot remember the details. I think I got him second hand, so that's yeah, there we go. Right. Okay, let's make sure he works first of all. Oh, yeah, there you go. Slightly complaining motor, but yes, it works. This must be an old model then. Right, okay. Can everyone hear me okay, by the way? I'm just going to knock my microphone up a bit, make it a little bit easier. There we are. Nice. Okay, cool. Fantastic. We will transfer you to the photography track. There we are. And then start logging you in the app. That's the plan anyway. Right. Alexa, computer workshop mode. Computer workshop mode. Get some extra light in here. That's better. Okay. I'm going to move that over there slightly. There we are. Nice. Track round this way a bit. There we are. Nice. Okay. Cool. Don't want video, thank you. Just a photo will do. Right, perfect. Photo done. Right, let's see. Actually, I think you can do a photo directly from the app, so I might do that first. Hold on, add item, camera, there we go. There we are, nice. So, to Dr. Google next. I apologise for the light there, but I need the light for the photography. So, yeah, you're just going to have the background obliterated there for a bit. B1! It is B1. I'd love a Mayflower, but yes, they are pricey. B1 61241. I can't really. Backman branch line. Nice. There we are. Okay. Actually, I could. Hang on a minute. Let me. 1 second. Oh, great. Now this has crashed. That's not much good. 1 second. Hold on. Come on, behave. I'm trying to open the desktop view so I can show you the websites I'm looking at. Here we are. That's it. There you go. Right. So, Backman branch line. Come on. Class B1. 61241. Viscount Ridley. There we go. Nice. Brand, Backman, branch line. 1. Price per item. Now, here's a question. Here we are, 31-701. Here we are, right. Do I require technical assistance again? Almost daily. Almost daily. Here we are. Right, there's one on eBay right now with an asking price of £115. Let's split the diff and call it 100. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Close that. And oh. Please tell me that did. Yeah, that erased everything. Fantastic. This is going brilliantly. Right, okay. Right, let's head back to the close-up camera for a minute. And we'll try this again. So. Right. Backman. Branch line. B1 class 61241 Viscount Ridley. I don't look up Viscount Ridley because I fear that way madness lies. So yeah, there we are. Right, so that's done. Lovely. Brand Backman. Backman branch line. Serial number 31-701. Tick. Done. Lovely. Right. So that's the format sorted out. Let's pop you away. Right. Let's see. In here. And then get out this, which I have the box for, so that will save some time. This is not my original model of Coronation, because that was getting a bit old and worn out and starting to smell a bit funny whenever I ran it. So I've popped her into storage for the moment, and I picked myself up this one. This is a Hornby model. It's one of the later Hornby models. It's Coronation, which is a streamlined Duchess, and she runs beautifully. Excellent. Matt, can you tell me why are the Daleks evil? From Paul Chapman at East Sheen. Evil? I will not accept that. They're programmed simply to survive. And so on. So, yeah. Okay, so Daleks are, by definition, evil. They are the textbook baddies. They're literally based on the Nazis. However, at the risk of becoming an apologist for the Daleks and the Nazis by extension, I do kind of see their point. Hear me out. So, in the Daleks, the first Dalek story, the Doctor... Well, no, let's go back further than that. The Daleks have a nuclear war with the Thals, who we have no reason to believe aren't as dreadful as the Daleks are. In fact, their predecessors, the Khaleds and the Thals, are proven to be equally pretty damn awful in the in Genesis of the Daleks. So if we assume these are two warring races that are pretty terrible to one another generally, and so in the Daleks have all but died out. They've retreated into their city, and because of the horrendous radiation, they've retreated into these little battle tanks. And their world is really small. Everything that these creatures have ever met wants to murder them. So, and equally they want to murder everything that wants to murder them. So, slightly odd point of view, but product of their environment. So their world, Skaro, is a very small microcosm of a society. It's a society that's perpetually been at war with another society, and both sides want to murder one another. Then an alien drops out the sky, wanders into their city, nicks some of their stuff, as I recall, and suddenly their universe gets a whole lot bigger overnight. Suddenly, their world isn't so small anymore, because they've just had positive proof of the existence of alien life, which has dropped out of the sky and chummied up with their arch enemies and murders them all. So you can't really blame the Daleks for looking at that situation and going, alien life exists and it wants to murder us. Okay, so we're totally going to murder them all first. I'm just saying. Yeah. When you put it like that, it's... But no, I agree, Monty is not evil. Or is he? No, he's not. Monty is a special flower, and I will not hear anyone say otherwise. So yeah, what did Matthew do this evening? Oh, he was an apologist for the Nazis. Or the Nazi allegory. Yeah. Not my finest hour. Anyway. Right. So we've proved Coronation works. Happy days. I've got the box. Hang on. Here it is. Right, this is pure laziness on my part. I just haven't got round to putting it in the loft yet. There we are. Here's the box. LMS Coronation Class 6220. Right, Hornby. Nice. Pop you on the track. There we go. Nice. There we go. Lovely. Dum-diddy-dum. Right, now then. was a photo. One photo. Nice. Yep, cool. Hang on a minute. Oh no, I'm editing the container. I'm such an idiot. Right. Add item. Try that again. Coronation. Highlight. Snap. There we go. Right. So this is a Hornby. LMS Coronation class 6220 Coronation. Brand Hornby. Model that's it, serial number R2206. Yeah. Tick. Yeah, nice. Excellent. Like our Dalek Muffin who you've met at the Neem Valley Railway. Yes, indeed. Also a special flower. Right. Right, now what's the value of that? Shall we find out? Here we go. Hornby R2206. Here we are. Coronation class. 110 being listed there. Let's see here. Hornby, nothing on the Hornby marketplace. Oh, actually, 104. Okay, let's go. I think I paid under 100, so if we go 100, I've had that model a while, so let's say 100 for that. Nice. Tick. Done. Lovely. Excellent. Right. Close up camera. Right then. Cool. Come on, beautiful. There we are. Right. Right, that is all the express locos done. Let's move on to the tank engines. Right. Let's bring the twins over. Jack Screen and Ring Hor. I'll start with Ring Hor. Here we go. Yep, you're still working beautifully. Good to know. Right. Now these are two Rapido models. They are Hunslet 16-inch tank engines. There we are. You sit yourself there. Right then, photo time. One photo. Done. Right. This was a Hardy's Hobbies exclusive, as I recall. Let's have a look at the desktop. Here we are. Come on, behave yourself. It is behaving itself, I think. Kind of, sort of, ish. There we go. Nice. There we go. Yeah, so that is Ring Hor, priced at 13495 DCC ready. Okay, so we'll go with that. Rapido, Hunslet, number 1982, Ring Hor, HAW. There we go. Right, brand was, we're going to put a new one in, Rapido, and the serial number, does that have a serial number? I should probably have got the box out really, shouldn't I? Don't think they really have serial numbers. No, okay, that's fine. And then price per item, it was worth 13495. There we go. Nice. Cool. Pop you to one side. And do Jake's green next. There we go. That's running nicely. Nice. Visiting the North Norfolk Road this Sunday to visit Newstead and the Wisbeach tramcar. Newstead is gorgeous. She's doing a gala event in Wales. I forget which railway now. But yeah, she's doing her first gala and I'm really happy about that. Lovely to see her. I want to go and have a proper ride at some point. Because, you know, we only chuffed up and down the station limits when I saw her. So, yeah, right. Oh, hang on. I've done that wrong. 1 second. Add item. Alright. Line that up. Nice. Same again. Rapido Hunslet 16 inch. Number. Hang on. It's green. Yeah. What was the model number? Here we are. Oh, it doesn't give the number on here. 1953. 1953. Jack's green. There we are. Brand, Rapido, serial number. Now this, I did have a serial number for this one actually. 1 second. Flip over to the desktop view. Serial number 903005. Here we are. Price per item 12995. There we go. Done. Right, that's the twins sorted. I'll put you two back in your drawer. Come on. No arguing now. Come on. Yeah. Come on, behave yourselves. In you go. Right. Right, cool. Anyway, speaking of Newstead, okay, I will admit this is cheating a little bit, but this is not Newstead, and the colour scheme isn't quite right. This is actually Alex. But if we hold you close to the camera and hope the autofocus kicks in a moment. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. No, doesn't want to behave. Hold on. 1 second. Right, hold you there. Come on. Focus. Focus. No. I'm going to have to go and do this manually. 1 second. God's sake. Oh, that's right. I turned autofocus off, didn't I? Because I'm a moron. Hold on. Right. Sorry. 1 second. I'm caught up now. Kind of. Yeah, right. Video input. No, that's... Is that right? No, there we are. Focus auto. Here we go. Right. Now, if I hold this up, you will see custom nameplates. Hell yeah. As I say, the colour scheme isn't quite right. The lining's not correct. But it's good enough. And I wanted a model in my collection. So Alex was quite cheap because it's got a little bit of damage. If you look on the cab roof there, you probably can't see it's got a chip out of it. And then paid a little bit of money for the nameplates. I got some builder's plates as well, but the finish on those didn't come out very good, and you literally can't read them, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. But yeah, I got a little model in Newstead, so I'm really happy about that. She's rather lovely. So yeah, it's actually a Rapido Alex, but yeah, I'll go from that. Yeah, see, this is why I turned the autofocus off, because it doesn't now want to work. Ah, there we go. Nice. Right, turn off autofocus. Right. Lovely. Right. Anywho, this is the first time she's run on the track. There we are. There we are. Oh, you are gorgeous. Yes, very much approve. Yeah, if Rapido do a third run, they might do one of Newstead. I've heard a rumour of, but I'm not certain they'll do a third run. But if they do, and they do a Newstead, I probably won't get one because I've already got one. But yeah, she's very pretty. Right, I'll put you over here and take your picture. Right. This is actually Alex in Oxfordshire Ironstone Line Red, but it's pretty close to what Newstead is, so good enough. And also, rule 1, it's my railway, I'll run what I want. So, there you go. Rapido, Hunslet, 16-inch, number... hang on a minute. Hunslet Newstead. What was her builder's number? 1589. Okay. Desktop view. This is Newstead, 1589. Gosh, she looks rough there, doesn't she? There's her at the Nene Valley, next to Ringhaw at the Spa Valley, and there she is at North Norfolk. As you can see, the lining's not quite right on the model, but it's close enough, and I'm not fussy. So, Hunslet 16-inch Alex. With custom Newstead nameplate. Do a picture. Okay. There we go. Nice. Brand is Rapido. Serial number 903001. Price per item, retailed new at 12995. I didn't buy it for that much. Bought it for under 100 because the slight cosmetic damage. Hello, Lord Rassilon. Good to see you. There we go. Nice. We're rattling through these now. Lovely. Here we go. Close-up camera. Right. Say bye-bye to Newstead, everybody. Bye-bye, Newstead. Right. And... oh, look! Pugs! We'll start with this one. This is number 16023. Oh. And she sort of wants to run, but not very well. I suppose it has been a little while. There we are. There we are. Nice. She can sit there. I don't know very much about this model, other than it's the same one as Smokey Joe. So, Hornby 16023 LMS. R300, Class 0F. Bye bye Newstead, hello pucks. Indeed. Right. Add item. Photo. Nice. Hornby Class 0F 16023. Brand is Hornby, serial number R300. Now, here's a question. How much do they retail for these days? Let's find out. $26.68 is the current offer for that one. Aww. Not really worth much at all, poor thing. Hang on, there's another one here. What's that selling for? $27.99. Let's go with that. Call it $27.99. There we go. Nice. Okay. Put you to one side. Pop Smokey Joe on the track. Smokey Joe's driver's gone wobbly. I think he's had a few before he came out to the shed. 1 second. Hold on. Go to the studio cam for a minute. I'll show you what I mean. There you go. He's fallen over and now he's not facing the front at all. So I'm just going to get my tweezers and try and resolve that little problem. Oh no, he's properly fallen over now. There we go. That's it. Come on, Frank, up you get. He's called Frank for some reason. Sod it, why not? There you go. Right. Do that and then just get in there. Push down the back there. Come on. Come on, stick. There we go, that's better. You can't see a damn thing. Never mind. Anyway, he's in there. You just can't see him. There you go. Yeah. To the side. Yeah, that's better. Anyway, let's pop you on the track. And we'll look you up too. Here we go, right. That's happy. Yeah, that's good to see. I think this was the Hornby Anniversary Edition, this one. I'll have to look it up, but I'm certain that's what it is. Oh. Yoo-hoo! Focus! Autofocus! Behave! Come on now. Come on, autofocus. That's better. Right then. So, go back to the desktop. I had the Caledonian Blue one, 0 to 60 in 1 second until it shot off the baseboard. Yeah, they do rather have a habit of doing that. Doing that. Smoky Joe, here we are. There you are. Smoky Joe. Isn't that lovely? Oh no, that's the old one. Hold on. I want the anniversary one. 1 second. Smoky Joe Centenary. Here we are. One on Rails of Sheffield. No, there isn't. This one. That's the one. It's got the extra detailing on it. Right. Okay. So, add item. Photo. Done. Right. So, you are a Hornby. Class 0F. Number 56025. Smoky Joe. Centenary. Yeah, limited edition. They only made a few of these, as I recall. Recommended retail price $39.99. Sounds about right. Serial number R3822. There we go. Nice. Okay. We're really shifting along now. Right, come on pugs. Let's go. Back in the drawer. Couple more industrial engines for you. And what they both have in common is they are blue. And that's about it. Let's do this one first. I believe this was the first model engine I ever had, and it still runs beautifully. It's a Hornby Freelance model, number 23, Hensel Sand Company. And if you look very closely, you can see there's some marks on the smoke box where I had a little face on it. This was a stand-in for Thomas a lot. There you go. That is a lovely runner, actually. I'm amazed it's still going so well after all these years. Right, so I wonder what you retail for. I suspect not very much, but it's priceless to me. Hensel Sand Co. Hornby 53. Here we are. Here we are. Hornby Collector's Guide. Yeah, whatever. There we are. Class D040. Nice. That's a wagon, I suspect. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, nice. Let's go with that. Right then. New. Add item. Photo. Hornby. What does let's say class D. D number 23, not 53. There's a Hornby, and the serial number, don't think it lists it on here, does it? No, it doesn't seem to. R069. Brilliant. You retailed for £17.55 back in the day. Oh, love it. Okay. Hornby R069. Let's have a look. Industrial. No price attached. Hampshire models? Yeah, you'll do. That sold for £17.13. Duh. Okay, let's go 17 for that. There we are. Nice. Okay. Right. Let's pop this one on. This is Bear. And again, I know very little about this little logo other than I saw it at the Alexandra Palace show about a year ago and thought it was adorable. It's also not terribly good on slightly dodgy tracks. It's only got little wheels and no stay alive fitted to it. So, as beautifully demonstrated there. It's not a bad slow runner though. It's a lovely little engine, this. Okay. I think it's probably a Peckett, but we'll have a look. See what we can find. Right. Hornby Bear. There we are. Add item. Photo time. Okay, line you up. Click. Nice. It is a Peckett. It's a W4 classed. Hornby. Peckett. Bear. Doesn't give the number. It's a Hornby, serial number R3703. Tick. Let's see, out of stock, view stockists. Let's see here. Okay, no, that's no use. There we are. Peckett Bear, here we are. Railway Models UK. I really don't know why I'm getting like 3 adverts for Temu at the bottom of this. Do I look like the sort of person who buys ladies' clothes? I mean, you can't judge, but still. I don't think either of those outfits suit me. Right. Number 614. Excellent. There we are. Price per item. Recommended retail price 12749. I paid a lot less for it than that. but we'll go with it. Lovely. Okay. I didn't have the desktop view open, so you completely missed that joke. Hang on. See if the ad comes back up. Yeah, pretty much exactly the same, except it's an AliExpress ad this time. In fact, that's even more scantily clad, and I don't even want to be and I don't want to be demonetized. So no, we're not going to show that. Bloody hellfire! This is what happens when you turn cookies off. It just flings stuff at you randomly. Deary me. Anyway. Right, come on you two, back in your drawer. These bits are from what I like to call the Newport Pagnell section of the drawer, because they're not the ones that worked on the Newport Pagnell line, but they're both the same class. So we really wouldn't mind if you did. No, but the YouTube algorithm probably would. Right. Now, this is number 41281. It's an Ivet tank engine and runs very nicely. Lovely. I think this one was one I picked up at Worley, back when Worley was a thing at the LEC. There we are. There we are. Right, let's pop you on the photography track. And let's look up some details here. I cannot for the life of me remember what company this is from. So, Ivet tank engine number 41281. Here we are. It's Bachmann branch line. Classic. Here we go. Right. Yeah, that looks about right, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got all the condensing equipment on the side. Yeah, that's the one. Right, okay. Cool, so we know it's a Bachmann branch line. And there was one that sold at the Model Centre for a retail price of £39. Which I think is not far off what I paid for it. It was about £40, £45, but recommended retail price is £60, so that is what we will go for. Okay, nice. Right. My mum has just reminded me that my granddad gave me the Hensel Sands Loco, which I did remember. That was my first one, I think. Yeah, lovely engine that. Right. Right, here we go. Zoom out a bit. Image captured. Right. Item name. Bachmann. Double O gauge. Ivet tank number 41281. That is a Bachmann branch line model. Serial number 31-450. No. Retail price £60. Tick. Nice. Done. Lovely. Close up camera. Right. Let's put the Ivet to one side and pop the cold tank on. This is coming to Nene Valley in September for our Rail 200 event. It's a very pretty engine. I've had it there before, and it's really rather nice. Unfortunately, I'm not getting a guard turn with it, but never mind. I have got an evening fish and chip train in the signal box, so it'll be an opportunity to get lots of features. I should probably go a bit early in the day so I can get a ride in. Nice. Lovely. Right. That is a web coal tank. So, let's go look that up. Desktop view. Now this definitely was Bachmann, but I can't remember which. It was Bachmann branch line. Excellent. There's one here on eBay. Let's look at Railway Models UK. Here we are. Number 1054 there. Right. Okay. Here we go. Add item, photograph. Some of you might remember this. When I bought this was a Waterloo purchase as well. When I bought it, it didn't have the smokebox door handle on the front, so I had to order a new body from Bachmann Spares. So what I thought I was getting a really good bargain, it turns out I wasn't at all. But never mind. So this is a Bachmann LNWR web coal tank number 1054. And this is kind of what I would picture Iron Girder to be like in Terry Pratchett's Raising Steam. So I've nicknamed her Iron Girder. Yeah. Bachmann branch line. Serial number 35-050. Lovely. Recommended retail price 11995. I did not pay that much for it. So I got it for under 100 quid and thought I got myself a really good bargain. Then I had to shell out 40 more for a new body. Never mind. Right. Done. Nice. Okay. Alright, you two, come on, back to the draw with you. Oh. Come on, behave. There we are. Right. We can have another little look at another London North Western Railway loco. And a Ginty. Because why not? Right, this is oh, blimey, you're nippy, aren't you? Yeah. This is a Locomotion Models model. It is very pretty. I really like this one. It is number 790 Hardwick, as preserved, and it is rather lovely. And it comes with the white roof because I believe it did do Royal Train duties. But I thought it was a very pretty model. And it's the closest I could find to the mock-up locomotive that used to stand at Milton Keynes Central Station but is now at Milton Keynes Museum. There's something quite nice about the London and North Western Railways locos. They're pretty. Right. Now, unlike most of my models, this one was not a second-hand purchase. This was off the Locomotion stall at Alexandra Palace, the same day I got Bear, actually. And I think they had something like 40% off the retail price, but it was still quite pricey. Right, let's see what we can find. Locomotion models, Hardwick. There we are. Improved precedent class. There we are. Yeah, I did not pay £220 for it. It was somewhere in the 150, 160 region, I think. Pricey, but worth every penny because it's gorgeous. Yeah. Right. So it is a Bachmann model. We know that much. Okay. Yeah, there she is there with the black cab roof. Yeah. Ah, no. White cab roof was added during its heritage running days. Oh, there you go. I stand corrected. Right then. Photo. There we are. Nice. Bachmann. NWR. Approved. Precedent class number 790 Hardwick. Bachmann locomotion. Serial number 35-160 NRMA. There we are. Beautiful. Right then. You've all gone very quiet. Who's still here? And that retail price is $220. Again, I did not pay anywhere near that much. But still too much, probably. That was the show where I was helping out as a steward. And I thought to myself, I won't buy anything because I won't have time. I'll just go look at the layouts. And I came away with 2 models. I've still got the WhatsApp message I sent to my family chat. And it was something along the lines of, "Good news, everyone! Operation Don't Buy Anything was a complete failure." Could have got Donald to assist you with this now he's got all that free time. Oh, yes. Good point. Wonder if Donald would take up railway modelling. Sounds like his kind of thing. But having problems with the chat. Oh dear, sorry to hear that. There's a loco called Robert on display at Stratford near the bus station. Could do with a bit more TLC. Anything on display doesn't get enough love and attention. So, yeah, I can believe that. Right, let's gently move Hardwick out of the way. And we'll pop the Jinky on. There we are. This is also a Hornby model, I believe. Chunky little beastie. There we go. Right, pop you on here. Right. Grab a photo of you. I'll have to look this up because I know next to nothing about this particular model. There we are. Right. To the internet. LMS 7413 Hornby. There we are. So 3F Ginty. There we go. No price on that, but that should give us most of the information we need. Right. So Hornby class 3F Ginty. Number 7413. Brand is Hornby. Serial number R2674. Price. There is no price on here. It's a Hornby Railroad model. Okay, good to know. Put that in there. Right. Here we are. Right now on eBay. Here we are. There's one. $21.99. Blimey. That is the wrong box. That is not the correct box at all. This seemed very wildly. That looks like a good shell. $39.95. We'll call it 40. Just realised that one of the locos on this list comes in a train pack, but I can't remember if I have the train pack or not. I suspect I do, because I recognise the name. Yes, Caledonian train pack. Yeah, I've got the carriages from that. Oh, there you go then. Oh, anyway, right. Let's pop back over here. Right, you two. Let's go back to the drawer. Try not to trash the joint. Right. Get some Great Western goodness out. Yeah, right. Here we go. Start with this one. It's a Rapido number 1501 tank engine. One of two locos in my collection that I've actually driven. This one and Ringhor. I mean, I pootled it into the yard, so it doesn't really count, but it's close enough. There, right. Yeah, there's a little error on 1501. Well, not really an error. It's broken slightly. Let's come on, focus. Focus up, come on, behave. There we are, right. Let's, oh, come on, focus. Focus on the smoke box, that's it. Or not, no, okay, fine. If you look to the side of the smoke box there, come on. Damn, right, hang on. Let's do this properly. If you look to the just here on the side of the smoke box, there's a little nubbin. I've no idea what it actually does, but it's broken off. It's a tiny little piece. I don't know if it came like that or if I broke it off in the course of unpacking it. I suspect the latter rather than the former, because this has lots of tiny little detailing pieces on it, and it's a beautiful model but really quite fragile, which is a shame because the model is die cast throughout. It's proper hefty, really heavy little thing. But yeah, that's the only damage on mine, and I couldn't be bothered to send it back, because once you've opened something and played with it, you fall in love with it, don't you? So, yeah, I'm just going to live with the slightly damaged bit. I don't care that much. Right. I mean, you can't even see it in this photo. Right, hang on. There we are, right. Here we are. Gotcha. Right, flick over to the desktop view. Right. BR class 15XX, number 1501. Torpedo, and the serial number is 904005. Price, retail 14995. There we are. Nice. Done. Right. Pop you over here. Let's put this one on. This one was, I think, a not Wally purchase. There we are. I was in the market for a slightly chunkier Great Western mixed traffic engine, and this fit the bill nicely. I thought it's a little rough around the edges motor wise, but it looks nice, so I can live with yeah, I can live with a slightly grindy motor. There we go. Nice. Come on, behave. Right, put you there. I did not switch back to the close-up camera for that bit. Let me show you again. 1 second. I am not a professional. Right, let's try this. There we are. Slightly grindy motor, but we can live with it. Right, there we go. Yep. Come on. Add item. There we go. Photo. Go. Right. Now again, this is a model I know next to nothing about, apart from the fact it is a Bachmann branch line model. So, Bachmann branch line number 6652. Oh no, sorry, it's mainline, not branch line. Mainline model. There we are then. Right. Okay. Bachmann class 66XX, number 6652. It's a Bachmann mainline, and serial number. Do we have a serial number for it? I don't think we do we? Hang on a minute. Detailing, mechanical, electrical. 37039. Price. There's a renumbered one here. That's going for 54.50. Let's call it 54 then. I think I paid about 30 for it. It's a nice little model. I liked it anyway. There we are. Midland Models. Had one 35. Yeah, this looks about right. Yeah. Nice. Cool. Right. And possibly my favourite little class of all, the 1400, number 1466. I know exactly how much I paid for this. It was £30 and it was at the Great Electric Train Show in Milton Keynes the first year I went. It's got that lovely oxidising electric motor in it, so it smells like a tube train wherever you run it. And at the same show I also picked up a Bachmann auto coach for it to pull around, because you've got to have an auto coach if you've got an auto tank, stands to reason. Right, so that is a Hornby one, I think. Hornby 1466. It might even be an Airfix one, I can't remember. It's Airfix, it looks like. There we are. 1466. Here we are. Excuse me. That's Great Western Railway green. Hold on. No, that is BR green. That's the fella. Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Right. Add item. Take photo. Airfix. Class 14XX, number 1466. Serial number 54153-0. And that retailed for $34.99. I'll just go for 30, which is what I paid for it. There we are. I remember buying that and thinking that is a really good deal. Was I right? Who knows? There goes on my 3 Great Western tank engines. Right then, let's put you 3 away. One more Great Western engine and a Great Northern Railway engine. Right, Great Western first. Self-explanatory. It's a pannier tank. It still works beautifully, actually. Hey, nice. You're rather spectacular. There we are. Right. Here we are. Right. Hornby pannier. Number 2783 in Great Western green. There you are. Lovely. Right. Hornby class 2721 pannier tank. number 2783. That's Hornby. Serial number R165. Retail price $14.99. Yeah, we'll go with that. Nice. Beautiful. Next up, Hornby Railroad, I think this one is. This is the N2, number 1744. Which pairs really nicely with my Great Northern Railway carriages and with Tornado. This is a lovely engine. The North Norfolk's nearly finished restoring it. So that's another one I want to go and see when it's finished. Something sounds a bit off there. So there's a little rattle in the motor. Hang on. Oh no, might just be the rear axle. Yeah, it's got a trailing bogie that's not terribly happy, but it works. Yeah, that's about right. Pop you on the photo track. Right. Here goes. Yeah. Right. Desktop. Here we are. Oh no, it's not Hornby Railroad. I stand corrected. It's just plain Hornby. Even better. Right, so Hornby class into GNR number 1744. Brand is Hornby, serial number R3187. Price $109.95. Let's go $109. Nice. So I've just realised I've not formatted some of these correctly. Right then, cool. Right, you two can go away now, and we'll get the two London Transport ones out. I say London Transport, Metropolitan Railway, really. One's Metropolitan Railway, the other one is London Transport, so take your pick. There we are. Right, oldest one first, Metropolitan number 1. So lovely engine. What I didn't realise when I pre-ordered this, the London Transport Museum had a limited edition one, which came with the Metropolitan Railway 150 headboard, which is a shame. So I'd really have liked that, but this is very pretty and very detailed, and I love it. And yeah, I'm not too upset about a headboard. Put it that way. Right, here we are. Right, photos, and then we'll look this one up as well. Titan photo. There it goes. There we go. Right. Here we are. Right, desktop view. Here it is. I really wrestled over this. I got Metropolitan 1 on the right here in the end, but I do love it in its just Metropolitan Railway livery there too, with the lovely logo on the side. They're just very pretty engines all round, but yeah, this is the one I went for. It's lovely. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Right, so excuse me. Ugh. Pedo Class E tank, Class E Metropolitan Railway number 1. That's a pedo train. Serial number 909004. Retail price 17995. Boom. Nice. Right, pop you off the track and pop on the Bachmann London Transport L94. Also a very pretty engine. Here we are. Nice. Lovely. Right. Add item, photo. Model centre, there we are. Lovely. Accurascale did one of these as well, and I was sorely tempted, but I couldn't justify getting 2. Not when I've got the Batman one, which is very lovely. Bachmann Class 57XX Sonia L94 London Transport. Red. They look lovely in red, these. Right, Bachmann branch line. That was on sale for 80/40. Let's go 80 for that. Serial number 32-217 Zulu. Nice. Right. One drawer done. Several to go. What time is it? I reckon I can get away with doing a couple in the next drawer down. Right. There's another pannier tank here. We'll get to this in a minute. And you can come too. Go. Nice. Right. Let's do this one first. It's a bit fiddly. This is a Bachmann C-Class. This is the not preserved one. This is number 583. This one didn't make it, I don't believe. Its sister engine is at the Bluebell Railway. There we are. I love the South Eastern and Chatham Railway locos. I adore them. I've got the O1 on order, but I was going to get it in South Eastern and Chatham Railway green. But I thought, no, I can't justify getting one when I've got the C-Class, because they look basically the same. And then they announced the Bluebell Railway blue one, which goes rather nicely with Bluebell here. And I thought, alright, you've twisted my arm. Yeah, C-Class is rather pretty. And featured in the most recent adaptation of The Railway Children for ITV, which was filmed at the Bluebell Railway. And it's very pretty. So, let's have a photo of this one. Yeah, I got this one rather than the Bluebell Railway one, because I thought it's not nice to have a loco in the collection that isn't necessarily around anymore. So, that's what I went with. Alright. Back to the computer. Bachmann C-Class 583. 583? 583, yeah. Here we are. Railway Models UK. Here we go. Yeah, there's the Temu ads again, for goodness sake. I'm sorry, these are just not my style, guys. Jeez. God almighty, go on. Sod off. Dear oh dear. Right. Right then. Bachmann. SE and CR. C-Class. Number 583. Yeah, 592 is the one that was preserved. This one was not, sadly, which is a shame, because they're lovely engines. Go away, advert. There we are. Right. Yeah. Sad. I get sad thinking about scrapped steam engines. We don't judge. I'm not sure I could pull that look off, I'm afraid, Vicky. I can't be honest. I don't have the figure for it. Oh dear. Right. Serial number. Here we are. That is 31-406. No, 460A. Nice. Retail price 22995. Yeah. Again, that's not what I paid for it. I think it was over the 100 mark. I forget by how much. It was a second-hand one, but in mint condition, frankly. Yeah, no, very pretty. Okay. Yeah, cool, nice. Okay, so we'll lift you out the way, and we'll this one on. This is a recent acquisition as well. This is also a Great Western pannier tank, but it's in the colours it wore in the Railway Children. Now, there's a bit of a story behind this one. I got this one relatively recently because my friend Dick, who some of you may remember from Biggest Little Railway in the World, who passed away a while ago, had one of these that he was bought by his one of his grandchildren, I think, as a gift. They got him the Railway Children train pack, which had this and a couple of carriages in it in a lovely maroon and cream colour scheme. And this loco always ended up being the station pilot when I went round to play on his model railway. And so I have very many happy memories of banging a model very much like this up and down Manchester goods yard, assembling great long freight trains for Dick to then pop a loco onto. And this was one of the shunters, and along with my little 1401 from the Tipfield Thunderbolt, because they didn't quite fit in with his sort of realistic theme, so they kind of got relegated to pilot duties. And I've wanted one for ages, and I saw one on eBay for not terribly expensive, because the pack didn't come with Oakworth Station, which I didn't want anyway. So yeah, got myself one of these and teared up like a moron when I first got it. Oh, I miss Dick immensely, I really do. Anyway, that is a lovely model, and again I think that's the first time that's been on a track. There you go. Right then, let's wheel the seat glass back a bit. There we are. Nice. Okay. Add item. Right. This is a Bachmann one. Here we are. Here we are. There's a photo here of the whole pack, but we'll get a picture of mine first. Yeah, I did say I was going to do train packs separately, didn't I? Never mind. We'll just do this one. Right. Here we are. Right. Let's go to desktop view. This is the pack. There's the two carriages it comes with in Great Northern and Southern Railway colours, and it's meant to come with that rather lovely model of Oakworth Station on the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway, which is very nice, but I've nowhere to put it, so I didn't need it. Hence why it wasn't entirely necessary immediately. That's the one I just had open, isn't it? There's an Elite Models one here. Here we are. 130. The last one was 120. We'll go with 120 for the lot. There we are. Bachmann class 57XX pannier tank, great GN and SR. Does it have a number on it? I don't think it does. Great Northern Southern Railway. There we are. There we go. Serial number 30-575. And we'll call that £120. There we are. Come on, behave. There we go. Nice. Cool. And finally, from this little group, is Accurascale P-Class number 323 Bluebell, which has a whisper silent motor in it. She's very pretty little engine. So tiny. And it's not a terrier, although it does look a bit like a terrier. Right, Bluebell, you sit there. Let's get some photos. Add item. Here we are. I think you can only get these direct from Accurascale for a bit. Here we are. Yeah, there you go, out of stock. Right, so Accurascale. My first Accurascale loco, that. Accurascale, Southeastern and Chatham Railway. P-Class. Number 323 Bluebell. Retail price £99.95. Nice. Short and sweet. It's a pretty model as well. Lovely detailing on it as well. You've literally all the little bits on it are absolutely glorious. Look at that. It's so cute. It's so adorable I could die. Right. Come on, you three. I'm going to put you away again. Right. Do the C-Class first. There we are. Back you go. And then the pannier front. That just sort of fits in there neatly. Incidentally, if any of you are interested in the difference between a terrier and a P-Class, they look very similar, but the terrier is longer. There you go. That's Fulham. Let's pop the P-Class away. And let's get out Blossom as well. There we are. Right. Ooh. Fulham's sounding a bit worn out. Yeah, oh dear. That's an unhappy motor, isn't it? Oh no, that's better. Just needed to warm up a bit, didn't you? There we are. Right. It's my Uncle Dave. Oh, hello. So I just got a whiff off of that. That is... yeah. That's not one of the older motors, but it smells rather like one. Interesting. Okay. Try not to think about that too much. Right, let's get ourselves a picture. Right. See, Hornby Terrier Fulham. There we are. A1X Terrier, number 44, Fulham. That's a Hornby. Currently sold out. Don't helpfully tell you what it's sold for, but never mind. Let's try this one. $109.99. Are you taking the mickey? I've seen them for a lot cheaper than that. What about Olivia's trains? You do not have one. What did that one sell for? $79.99. I mean, we're getting closer. Model Centre. 80. That feels a bit more accurate. We'll go with 100. That is an R2605. Price £100. There we are. Nice. Cool. Right then. And Blossom. Nice. There we go. Beautiful. So this is an Ivet Class 2 number 46521, as featured in the BBC sitcom Oh Dr. Beeching, where she had the name of Blossom. Hence why she's called Blossom. There we go, right. Come on, Blossom, you go on there. Nice. Okay. I'm fairly certain this is a Bachmann one. But I will double check. So, Bachmann 46521. Here we are. Right. Yes, you look like the right thing. Lovely. Right, so Bachmann Ivet Class 2 MT number 46521 Blossom. Brand Bachmann. Serial number 32-825. Retail price 150. That one's missing its snow box handles. Hardly what I would call mint condition. It's also DCC, so that is not going to be relevant. Let's look here. Has a decoder socket, that's a bit more like it, but no price. Kernel, what have you got to say for yourself? That's also going to be the DCCC one, isn't it? DCCCCCCCC. Here we are. Oh, that one. This one's actually called Blossom. Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I love that. That is really cool. I wonder if I could get my Blossom a nameplate. Maybe. That is lovely. Ah. Oh, I love that. No, stop getting distracted, Matthew. Right. Here's one. This looks more promising. This is a Batman branch line model. Here we go. Yeah, this is the fella. There we are. Retail price. That's asking for $89.99, so we'll go with that. Nice. Cool. Right. Take two away. In you get, Blossom. There we are. Right, I think I'm out of time, aren't I? Yes, very much so. Ah, it's a shame. Oh well. We didn't get to Locomotion or the two varying colour schemes of Lion, or Sister Loco to Lion Thunderbolt, depending on your point of view. We'll do this again, I think. This was nice, a little nostalgia trip, and we'll go through all my wagons and stuff as well. I do need to go in the loft and do all my stuff up there as well, but... Good show all round, relaxing, I think, kind of. Right, I don't think we're doing a stream next week, but let me just check my diary, because I think I've got a board meeting, and then the following week there's a members fish and chip train at the Nean Valley, and I have volunteered myself to hand out fish and chips. Perils of being a director. So we will be back in 3 weeks' time on the 3rd of September. My God, that's rattling around quick. Oh, God, can time go a bit more slowly, please? I may do a stream at some point during that time, but Streaming Wednesdays will return in 3 weeks' time on the 3rd of September. Yeah. Now you've done yours, can you come and list my 130? I wish. How many have I actually got on that list now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Oh, one away. One away from 42. And that's not the full collection. That doesn't include everything that's up in the loft. That's just the really sentimental or pretty ones that I keep downstairs in the drawer. So yeah, all of that to think about in the future. Right. Oh dear, I've lost the plot. Anyway, yes, so we'll be back in 3 weeks' time. I'm sorry I'm not doing these more often. I'm going to try and lobby next year when we come to list all the board meeting dates to go back to Thursdays, because Thursdays would be less of a pain in the backside for me. But yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Right, flick, and done. Right. Good night, everybody. Much love to all of you. Have a fantastic week. Or 3 weeks. I'll see you again very soon. Bye!